Hi, you guys. I'm Pavani J, and here we are with Exquisite Conversation on a Friday night. I hope you guys are with us. We got a good show tonight, and I'm gonna let you guys already know how we do it. I'm the CEO and founder of Exquisite PR Firm. I'm the host of Exquisite Conversation and the host of Winding Down Late Night Conversation. Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got a really good show tonight, you guys. We got Kolah, the Cmos lady. You guys have no idea. She's about to enlighten us and give us some good hope on healthy living and healthy eating. We're gonna do it like we do on all the shows. I'm gonna tell you guys who I am, like I just did. You guys already know. And to the right of me, I have
The one and only King Jacob, Kennard Media, Exquisite PR Firm, the man with $1 million voice, and your baby mama's favorite radio host. I'm here.
and to the bottom of
Hanging.
him.
Hi, I'm Kolah Kennedy. I'm the creator of Cmos. I'm from California. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm just ready to get it cracking.
Let's have a good time. I love it. To the left of you.
Oh, and to the left of me. My girl
I'm Ashley Marie. I'm out here in California. I work with Exquisite PR Firm. I'm the COO of the West Coast and media strategist. Welcome, everybody.
Yes, you guys, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We see that she has a good personality. She's bubbly. She seems like she's funny. She seems like she's good people to be around. And I love the Afro puff. That's my whole thing. Tell me, how long have you been eating healthy? Because you have beautiful skin.
So I've been taking Cmos since 2014. When I first learned about Dr. Sebi, it kind of, sparked me. And then once I knew that everything that it did for you, it was a no-brainer. At first, of course, you're a little reserved because of, all the things that you heard about Dr. Sebi in the tabloids or whatever. But once you do your research, you find out that, he really is the truth. And plus, your body, it tells you, what's going on once you're taking it, once it's, in you, once it's rolling through your system, it'll let you know that what you're doing is right. So it's been since 2014, on and off.
Okay, so in 2014, you found out about Dr. Sebi. I found out about Dr. Sebi a little bit later than you. But he's the truth, right? Yeah. So you find out about his language, you find out about how he's speaking, you find out about him healing people with HIV, cancer, and like really sending, people home and people fighting for him in the court systems because this man literally like healed HIV and AIDS when over here in the United States where we have all sources of medicine and equipment and we just couldn't do it. We couldn't. People over here are still dying of HIV every day and AIDS. So living off plants, living off herbs, living off these certain living off the land, basically. You made a conscious decision to try it. What happened with the first purchase and how did it work for you? What did you do?
So initially I joined this group and all they would do is talk about herbs, how to heal the body, and Cmos. Pretty much Cmos was implemented to every herb that we took. So, now I know how to make teas and everything. But what happened with the body, it just was, I was energetic. Like, I mean, back then I was probably 33, 32, 33. I'm not sure. Anyway. But needless to say, I was energetic. I could just feel like my energy level, working. I didn't have a son at the time, but, I was working and I had my other business and just, I would just be tired, over and not knowing why, like, I don't have no kids or anything. But the main thing I noticed was my energy levels, just went through the roof. And I didn't have any sicknesses or anything like that, but I believe in preventative. So if I could stay above it, I don't want to get behind it. So, the main thing is the energy levels, my skin, of course. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So did you start off with gel or did you always, because people don't know that that's the difference. It's a difference between the liquid and it's a difference between the gel.
So they're all actually the same thing. It's just, well, okay, I guess it is a difference, but it's the same thing, but it's a difference. Yeah, I always started off with the gel. The gel, I started off making it myself, tore up a couple blenders myself. No, listen, I'm telling you, I can honestly relate to what you were talking about because it was definitely trial. It's been trial and error for me. But yeah, I started off, the group I was in gave me good information as to what I needed to do as far as soaking it for the 24 hours, you know, making sure that you're using alkaline water, no tap water, because all that stuff will then be infused into your Cmos, so then it just becomes not even redundant to even take it. Yeah, so I started off with the gel, and when I tell you I didn't know how to gauge it, I had gel everywhere. I had bottles and bottles and bottles of gel. I didn't know that if I, you know, it took a little bit to make a lot. Like, yeah, no, I had Cmos for months on end.
I had the whole thing in the blender. And like, you guys know how like on those scary movies, how the vines just like wrap around people and suck them up like this, and they're all over the people. I was just like the vines were everywhere, and it was just all sucked everywhere, and I just was like so confused that I gave up. I made it up in my mind. I am also not a good cook. I'm gonna put that out there to the world again. I'm not the greatest cook. I'm very, 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 very. We can eat asparagus. We can do a couple of boiled items, a couple of baked items, and I'm just not a good cook. That's not what I do. I'm a good taster, but not a good cook. So me putting that in the blender, it just went right along with the inability to cook. I'm just like, you know, this kitchen thing is just not for me. I'll go get another job, and I'll just purchase this from someone who can give it. So that's what I've been doing. I noticed that you have the drink on the go.
Yes.
How did you turn the gel into a drink? That's what I want to know.
The gel is just the drink. You know, you add it to your flavor. I mean, that's exactly what's in the drink is the gel.
Is the gel? So the gel is in the drink. Is it just like you would put in a smoothie?
It's just like you would put in a smoothie, but it's a drink. You got all your vitamins and minerals that come from fruit and antioxidants and all that stuff. Yeah, and it's convenient. It's your grab and go. And it's tasteful, and it's a drink, and it helps with, you know, the consistency. You know, some of us are hardcore, and some of us just can't take it, and so it helps with the consistency and just taking it. You're getting those minerals in your body with, you know, great flavor behind it.
That's great. That's great. I love the whole notion. How many different flavors do you have?
So I have 9. I have 9 different flavors. 2 are out of season. So I have 7 right now. Ooh, I think neither 9 or 10. 9 or 10. So I have.
Sure, I think it's more than that.
Is it? I'm like, oh my gosh, is it? It probably is. I have strawberry mango, strawberry lime, very elderberry, lime. I have a kale. I have a pineapple. I have a watermelon twist. I have a yellow watermelon. I have a peach. I have a peach cobbler. And I just created a respiratory tea. It's a tea.
Have mercy. You know what? You are brilliant.
Thank you.
You got something for the down south folks. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, thank you.
Lord have mercy. And so this is what I want to tell you. When I go to your website, I'm ordering 8 off the muscle.
Okay. Oh, you got it. That might not be enough, but go ahead and get you that.
Okay, tell them to get 8 more then. Don't just stop at 8. You got 30 days to drink them for the day. Get 30 of them then. You got it. Tell them it ain't.
It's
everybody ain't like you, Miss Jordan, Big Money Grip.
Yeah, go on and buy 30 of them, Jacob. You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I start with 8.
Yes, I love the way. So the labels. What did you do? How did you come up with that middle tree? You know, that's the tree that we all know that starts with that spiritual foundation.
Yes.
Anyone who sees that tree, how did you?
So I'm you know, I'm a woman and the woman, you know, we're the creators with life, with a tree, you know, even though the man, we're not taking anything from the man because you guys are just as important. It just was, you know, we are the tree of life, and, you know, so I wanted something to kind of have like at the bottom kind of representing the sea, even though that doesn't represent you can't tell because it kind of flew. I wanted the bottom to be Cmos, but the guy who executed it, he came with that, and it just was everything. It just was just the tree of life, that, you know.
And so let me tell you a little story behind my very first encounter with Cmos. My very first encounter with Cmos, I knew someone that had cancer.
Okay.
And I was driving trucks, and someone's on the screen, you guys. Put them on the air. So I knew someone with cancer, and I was driving trucks, and this is the only reason why I'm bringing this up right now. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because his name is Kolah.
Oh, yay. Oh, that's nice.
His name is Kolah. And he knew someone who had Cmos, and his mother had breast cancer. And he told me, when you go see this person, take them this stuff right here. And it was green, it was thick. And he said, just put it in something and stir it up. And that person liked coffee. So I took the jar there so that their family members could make it for them. But I took the little jar, and then I took the big jar home with me so that I could eat it. And that's how I started my journey with Cmos. But it just dawned on me, his name was Kolah also. That's interesting to me.
That is pretty dope.
That is interesting. He doesn't have the H at the end, but it's Kola, Kolah, yes.
Oh.
And he actually was really big, and he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And, I've been eating Cmos ever since. The first week or two, the first week or two that it goes through your body, or it was resonating through my body, you can tell the difference. You almost smell the land upon you using the bathroom. You know what I mean? You can like smell the green, like it smells greenish. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's the cleaning out of your body. But as far as it working with cancer, and them being at stage 3, almost dead. I mean, they're walking around now, living healthy, driving trucks, starting stuff, acting crazy, whatever. But Cmos was part of the plan.
It's a superfood. Listen, we owe Dr. Sebi everything, because I don't know.
Dr. Sebi is everything. Absolutely.
Would have found it if he didn't. You understand? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't. How did he even find that? Like,
well, the story behind Dr. Sebi is he was a really sick man.
Yeah, I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
And behind him being a sick man, living over there in Honduras, they use herbs and things like that. Him and his wife went into, I'm assuming, the swamp areas of the land, or wherever they have the fields at. If it's so much a field, I'm pretty sure it's like an island, and begin to pick plants, leaves, and so on and so forth. And probably the guidance of their forefathers, or the energies of their ancestors and spiritual ancestors, probably guided them to make it. I'm a firm believer in, before we had all this medicine, before we came to the States, we weren't in Africa with pills. They didn't have any pills over there.
No.
Well, they didn't have any
modern day.
Right. We didn't have the modern day medicine.
Yeah.
And we use those things, and that's how and I really believe now that if we went back to, maybe not every single thing, maybe some things may need a little more attention, but people didn't have cancer like that back then and stuff like that. So I'm a firm believer that if we all get back to our genetical roots, we probably can, come up with something.
Yeah. That microwave would do it.
Tell us about the microwave, please.
I mean, it's the heat that comes through at the high rate. You know, it causes makes our food carcinogenic, which it causes cancer. You know,
Yes.
things they just it's so many things. It's just probably a multitude of everything. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's low key. So just be able to replenish your body from the inside out and help fight it and help restore your immune system and all these helping agents. It's just it's great to have on the shelf. It's great to have in your refrigerator. All of it, from the potassium, the iodine, the iron, just, we're so deficient in so many things that we don't even know, because we feel okay. But, in the inside, our body is like, no, it's not okay. And we don't feel that until we start to replenish. Yeah. So definitely Cmos is definitely the way to go.
What I would like to say about the body and about us being Americanized is if you look at other countries, and America is one of the only countries that add preservatives in their food. If you go overseas and look at other countries, that's a huge felony. They actually send you to prison for that. Like and all the preservatives cause a lot of stuff and a lot of defects of the body. And so, with that being said, this is why the replenishing of the Cmos is great.
Yeah, they told me that I couldn't pack my Cmos until I added preservatives to it. So they make it hard for you.
Wow.
They make it really hard. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting because I got a lot of brothers from Ghana, a lot of brothers from Zaire, a lot of homies from, Ethiopia, a lot of homies from Jamaica, Trinidad, some homies from Zimbabwe, and they would just be like, "No, Jacob, man, don't buy that. They got preservatives in it, man. Like, how dare you disrespect my culture like that?" He was like, "Let's go to my house. I feed you something, man. No preservatives, man. All natural." And man,
yeah, we missing that.
It tastes so different. You know what I mean?
It really do. It tastes different for sure.
Yeah. Just like my buddies from Trinidad and Jamaica, they cook everything with coconut milk. Everything.
Oh.
Everything, man. Everything, man. Coconut milk. They drink the coconut water. They get the machete and chop the fresh coconuts off the tree out there in Florida. And he said drink. And he said drink. You know what I mean?
I do that here. I have
it's real different.
I cut my coconut like that too.
Yeah, it's real different, man. It's real different. So and then I used to wonder why they live even in America. Like I used to wonder, I was like, man, one of my grannies lived to be 90, the other one lived to be 88. And I just be thinking, like, people just don't live that long no more, man. But, I used to hear a lot of people in church say, man, because they ate from the earth. Like, if they lived to be 88, 90, they ate from the earth 70 of those years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just, people just don't eat from the earth anymore. You know what I mean? Like, when I was growing up, everybody in the neighborhood had a garden. Everybody.
Yeah.
And now, it's not like that anymore. So, and then, with people not knowing the art of gardening anymore or not using, the healthy living of gardening, it kind of tell, because a lot of those natural foods that they grew, kept them healthy. And then back in those days, a lot of the older folks got their vitamin D. They wasn't scared to sweat, so they would sweat out all the toxins. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, that's why your Cmos is like a jewel, a diamond in the rough. And so, I definitely salute you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. It's a game changer. Cmos, period. It's definitely a game changer.
I really think that because you can do so many things with the Cmos as far as eating it, as far as absorbing it in certain smoothies. Me myself, I just eat it right off the spoon.
Okay.
Everyone can't do it like that because it doesn't taste the hottest. But I'm so crazy. I think if it's the nastier it is, the healthier it is for you. It's just that's what I
Right.
think.
That's
So
right.
it's really good with bitters. Have
Yeah.
you heard that?
Yeah.
Bitters are really hard to take for me, but I take them. And we're talking about people all the way down to the bladder, to the kidney, to the urinary tract, to um, outer skin. It's just so many things. People wash their hair with it.
Yes.
Like it's definitely a miracle. So what type of, when you say, is this alkaline water with the Cmos and the
Oh,
fruit
absolutely.
infused, or is it like coconut water, or what do you use?
No, it's us. Alkaline water. I use Crystal Geyser. Alkaline water. That's here on the West Coast. That's our local. I mean, there's plenty of alkaline waters out there, but that's one of the ones that's the only one that I use right now until
And
my little alkaline filter.
how do you feel about the alkaline water when you drink it alone? Can you tell the difference with the pH balance in it, like the 9.5, 8.9?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I can tell when it's really acidic. You can tell just like when you so they rated the I don't know if you guys have Fiji.
Yeah, we do.
Or
We do.
Avion. So they rated those, and those are like one of the highest here, like that are like on the market. And have you got those taste amazing. Like they feel just so refreshing, and when you taste the water, it's the acidic water, it tastes like it's salt or something. It just tastes like something else is in there, like a foreign agent, even though all of it has some type of chemical. But to be alkaline is that's so I definitely use alkaline. I do not use tap water. I don't rinse with tap water. I don't even cook with tap water. Like I don't do nothing in my house with tap water, but probably wash the dishes and take a bath. But
Wow.
no, absolutely.
And it makes sense though, because I can't drink faucet water, the tap water. If you put it in the refrigerator, I can tell right when I open the top, I can smell it. Yeah, for like the last
where
2
from
years, I've
too.
only been drinking water. I can't drink that water. It hurts my bladder.
See?
Well, I would say the water in the South is different.
Yeah, I was gonna say that some tap water is better than this bottled water. Now, let's some tap water is better than the bottled water, but I don't think it is where I'm at.
Right.
Like,
So
there probably.
I grew up drinking well water and water from natural spring water from the well, and a lot of people that I know that live in like the Chi, live in New York, live in DC, when they visit the Carolinas, they bring jugs and jugs and jugs and jugs to take their water back home.
Oh, nice.
They always have. They always have.
Yeah, they have something called the Healing Well or the Healing Spring Water there in South Carolina. 2017, I heard about it, and my client and a person by the name of Mrs. Wall Street, who's a huge comedian, were going back and forth to this place called the Gullas, and going through the Gullas to get to this place where they have healing spring water, and they believe that it worked. I didn't get opportunity to try it, but I really wanted to, because they're like, you got to come get your own water. Like these ladies are going to fill up jugs, gallons of water, taking it from South Carolina back home. And I'm just like, wow, like, to think of someone taking a trip for some agua, that's huge.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So I heard you say that you had a child. You have a son, daughter, or?
I have a son. He's 4. He'll be 5.
Oh, okay. He's a peanut. So does he drink it? Does he like it?
Oh, yes. He loves strawberry lime.
Okay. Yeah,
he likes the strawberry line. Listen, we be doing deliveries. He be stealing out people's bags. I be having to turn around, and it's like
it's so funny. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness! At least
he really enjoys it.
He's getting entrepreneur mindset like wrapped around him already. That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So, what is your vision? What do you see in the next 5 years? with this?
In the next 5 years, I see this thing big. I can already envision it being mass produced, formulated in different stores. I have a commercial. I'm working with Spectrum right now to have a commercial released
Wow.
shortly. Yeah, it feels right. Everything is falling in place for me. And typically when that happens, it just, it's right. It feels right. Like I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm overjoyed at the ratings that I get, because people, they have testimonies, and it just warms my heart to know that, somebody doesn't have to take their inflammation medicine, or somebody doesn't have to take or they're being weaned off their blood pressure pills, and their diabetes is taking a turn for the better. And, this stuff it's worth working for. It's worth the late nights, the early mornings. It's worth every bit of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
definitely being mass produced and in stores. Yeah.
So tell me where to go to, because I'm looking here and I don't see words. I see your page, your Facebook business page, but do you have a website?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's my first name. It's KOLAHSSEAMOSS.com. So that's just Cmos.com.
All righty. So how long does it take for you to, because I know you have to make it a certain type of way where it sits or
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. So you have to, so tonight is the night that I soak my Cmos. So I soak it for the week. And I just start production tomorrow. We'll start production in the morning. I'll go get online, print out all the orders, separate them by flavor, and got to make this many of this flavor, this many of this flavor, and I just get to going. Label the bottles. I do it all.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
And so you do have the gel sea moss that you can eat. You
Yeah.
also produce the gel.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is something that I'm definitely interested in. So you guys continue. I'm placing my order.
Okay. So,
I'm not
so
playing like this is serious.
for
I'm gonna go
for
mute for a second.
for you, I do a sports podcast as well on Sunday mornings,
Okay.
and I had a track and field coach on there this morning, and he was talking about the nutrients in the body as
Yeah.
far as track athletes running. A lot of people know how to run, but they don't run with technique.
Got
But
it.
but with having those minerals that the sea moss produce, what I'm asking is, have you ever tried to engage to get a spokesperson as far as athletes on a larger scale?
I have not, but I do focus on like the little gyms and stuff here. And, I got a couple personal trainers that I try to reach out to. Well, actually a couple of them take it, but that I reach out to and they give it to their clients and stuff like that. So the gym is definitely one thing. But as far as a professional athlete, I haven't reached out to any. If you know any of them, I'll definitely reach out to them. I'll stalk them. I'll give them some samples. If
Okay,
they like,
okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. You also have a comment on here. It's from celebrity fashion designer Tajay Dupree. He says,
so
how do
Tajay,
you
curious is how did you know the right combination worked? How long was the process of elimination? You know what, Tajay, I've been taking CMOS since 2014, and the only thing that I can tell you is trial and error. I have made mistakes. I have overdid stuff. I mean, it was just trial and error, just as far as just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and finding along. Oh, this works with this. Okay, cool. Like it just like kind of like epiphanies that happen as you're going along. I'm not like this big corporation with these big old oil rigs behind me, this big engine. It's just me. I'm from Sacramento, California. And I'm just, it started off as a hobby. I was going to work. I was working for this cardiology. I was working for a heart surgeon. you know, and I would make them for me and my girls, and they were like, you know what, you can sell this. And so, yeah, it's just trial and error. Like, and I'm passionate about it. I love healing people. I love making, you know, like I said, the feedback from people just really not having to, or winging themselves off their medicine and stuff. So that's just, it's passionate to me to keep going forward and, you know, doing what I need to do. But I mean, if it was something more, if you can ask a question more in specific, like, you know, but just everything is just trial and error. You don't know. It's just like parenting. Nobody gave me a handbook on it. Just
I said, let me get off mute. Did you feel like parenting? Let me tell you. That's the realest thing that I've heard someone say in a long time. I hear a lot of people say, well, you know, these parents these days, or, you know, the parents ain't rearing them right. And that is true sometimes. Sometimes that's true, but just being realistic, they don't come with a handbook.
no.
They don't. They don't come with a handbook. You don't know if you got a crazy child until they start doing crazy stuff. And then when you have more than one, that's when you're like, you know what? I already know which one is gonna do. I know who did it, you know, and you just don't even have to tell me, because you already know, and you know your child, which one will go there, which one won't, which one's meek, which one's not. So you don't get instructions for those, you know, you just get blessed with them. Once you get blessed with them, your whole job and demeanor and your whole being is to protect them and show them how to navigate through this land better than you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's really a blessing to have a child. It is. It's a really a blessing. And I watch people, like I was watching my children just with them this weekend, and paying just I'm paying attention to them. And I'm watching how they've had children and how their children have catapulted them into adulthood overnight. So I'm watching my son act like a man, like instantaneously. Like, wow. Because before this child, he wasn't like that, like at all. He was very selfish. And he's so selfless now because of his daughter. He has a girl. And you just like, wow, man. I just remember when you were selfish. And he was like, I know, wasn't I? And I'm like, and then you're agreeing to, like, we not agreeing to disagree anymore. Like, you can honestly say, Mom, you're right. I'm like, okay, we're doing something here. We're getting better at being who we are. And I know that my oldest son was really adamant about his child eating sugar and why, and about the soft spot on the top of their heads, and giving the child Cmos. My grandson has no idea what sugar is. Had no idea what it is. He eats Cmos. He eats tofu. He eats things like that to be a little kid. They never gave anything else to him. So he has no recollection of it. And it's interesting that he's just like, when he eats this stuff that most kids would be like, what? No. But it keeps him very healthy. His skin is very clear. He heals very fast. And so I often wonder if we were brought up in a certain type of mannerism, or our parents were, you know, knew about some of the things that we've learned about, you know, how much more advanced we would be with products of the land, herbs, greens, stuff like that, you know. So, and how long does this last?
So the drinks last about a week, maybe a little over a week in the refrigerator, but you can preserve them for longer in the freezer. So I always suggest that you just put them in the freezer if you're gonna buy an abundance of them, and then take them out the night before and enjoy them for the day.
Okay, you know, perfect.
I need to grab my charger. This thing has eaten up my thing really quickly, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Just all of these look so good, you guys. Like, it's just ridiculous. This picture with the elderberries on the branch.
Elderberry is good.
I love
pineapple is good.
I do.
The strawberry lime one is good.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby.
but like literally everyone that she has is good.
My view. Okay. All right, I'm back.
Go ahead. Anyone else?
Actually, since you have experienced the CMOS from this young lady,
Look, I have
you know,
experience color Cmos, okay?
okay. I'm just saying, just tell us and enlighten us a little bit more from the customer side.
Man, just I would say just try all of them because to be honest, they all good. Um, I've tried like almost all of them. I think the only one I haven't tried was the peach cobbler one, but like every other one I have tried. I've tried the different watermelon ones, the yellow watermelon one. I've tried all of them. I've tried elderberry is one of my favorites. Of course, I love me some elderberry. Just period. My son's favorite is strawberry lime. He loves it. And sometimes you can't get him to drink nothing if it's not red or if it's not like an orange peachy kind of color. He's not gonna drink it. So being able to find something that he actually can drink and that he likes and that can give him what he needs is a blessing to get him to drink something. Because most of the time he like mango juice. That's all I want. And I'm like, no, you need some of this. So I'll be like, it's mango juice, but it's sea moss water. But every flavor is good. Cola is great. If you've never tried Cmos before and you want to try something that has like flavor to it, I would go to Cola's website and get you some. Like she said, she can ship it all over. So I would just invest in some. Oh, Tajay said he's looking at the elderberry too. Look at everybody on your website. Look.
Well, I hope you guys like it. I'm sure you will. When it comes to cooking, I could cook. So I think that kind of has a reflection in the drinks, the kind of concoctions that I've made up. And I mean, there's gonna be more flavors. I feel like that's what everybody loves is when I drop something new, a new flavor. So actually, a little spoiler alert, I'm coming out with lemonades. I'm gonna have 4 lemonades. I mean, they keep requesting them. And at first I didn't want to, but I said, listen, I got to get the people what they want. So
you got me right there with the lemonade because I love lemonade. So
listen, I got to give y'all what y'all want. I didn't want to do them, but hey, listen, if you guys want them, I got to get it.
Sometimes I know with myself when I'm like, I don't want to wait to get Cmos water. I will go to Big Up. So if you're in Sacramento, go to Big Up.
Okay, yes. I was going to say Big Up.
Goes up over there because you can get it the same day.
Yes, you definitely pull up at Big Ups in Sacramento on truck. And he has them. There's no wait. So yeah, that helps a whole lot.
The flavor is good, Tajay. I know you love coffee. You're a coffee head, but I feel like if you was to drink, especially like when we be doing shows and stuff like that, Tajay, it's gonna bring your energy and everything up. Like it's gonna be something that I suggest just try. The elderberry is real, real good. It's one of my favorites. But the flavors of her sea moss waters are awesome. It doesn't matter what flavor you try, you're gonna have something that's good.
I think even with I drink coffee too, but the stimulant in the sea moss will definitely make you jittery enough to where you don't want it. Like from angle to angle, drinking coffee and sea moss at the same time, I might have you a little wired up too much because I think they have B12 in there. They have 98 essential vitamins that the body needs. So you figure those vitamins, in addition to a stimulant, will turn you all the way up, coffee, whatever. So Yeah, that's definitely true. I can't seem to get out of here. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to add this stuff to the cart so I can purchase while you're on here.
Oh, take your time.
Wow.
No,
So,
I hear people that mix it with the coffee. I never asked them about their side effects, but yeah, no.
I mean, it's a
I do.
possibility if you have too much anything in your body that's
Right. I would
accumulating.
definitely stick to the herbs, like a natural herb or something like that to kind of make you a tea. Which they have teas to give you energy. I mean, herbs to give you energy as well. I'm not a coffee drinker, so yeah.
okay. So, okay, let's talk about product branding and marketing. So once you establish your product and you was like, man, I really need to market and brand this. So how hard was that process and what did you struggle mostly with?
The marketing and branding, I struggled with it all just because when it first hit, it was like, I don't know. I'm grateful. I'm super duper grateful, but it almost became like a fad to like have. Like it was just like every time I would, jump on the Instagram or social media, somebody else would be like posting it like, hey, I got mine. I got mine. So the demand became incredibly high and I couldn't keep up with marketing. I can't even sit here and say that I do anything with the marketing. I have a marketing manager. She does everything as far as my website, my Instagram, everything. Her name is Gia O'Neill, and listen, I don't even think I could function without her. She is the truth, the truth, the truth. Yes, her name is, listen, I don't do anything when it comes to that. I create the flavors and she does a lot of the marketing, but that's her lane. I feel like, when you're trying to build a business, then you need to give those things off to someone else because I almost felt buried to try to create great content or brand it or just, I just, and then still be able to, produce at the rate that I needed to produce. So I do not do any of that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I could. I mean, I could create some stuff, but to be on social media on top of creating stuff, that stuff can take hours. And you look up, I wake up at 7:00 and just try to scroll. By the time I turn around, it's 8:30, almost 9:00, and you be like, where did that hour go? Like, I gotta get up. Like, it's so distracting. So yeah, I don't even sometimes. Yeah, no, that's not for me. She's a marketer, she's a brander, so yeah.
So do you have a lot of live testimonials where people put out videos about the drink?
I don't, but I have heard her suggest that. So I in the summertime, when it was hot, I do pop-ups, and with the pop-ups, I get them from the time that I'm telling them about it, and they're grabbing it. So we do samples, and I get their reaction from the samples. So I have an abundance of those videos of people like, oh, yeah, okay. So I have those, and in my written, when they go back onto the website kind of just asks them, and it's typically a 5. There's 4s, but I just am in awe. Like, oh my gosh, another 5-star! Oh my goodness, another 5-star! Like, I'd be scared to click on it. I'd be like, oh, it's another 5-star! Like, it's unreal, but it's happening. So I mean.
So you found your niche.
I found my niche. Third business, and I found my niche.
You found your niche. Absolutely. Anytime that you can smile like that behind something that you started from the bottom and you're on your way up to the here, I just see the joy and you have really, really positive energy.
Thank you.
And it's definitely radiant. It's definitely radiant where it transfers to the everything airways. And I'm really grateful for you. And You just saved me almost $85 a month.
Oh
Maybe I shouldn't have
man.
said that. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you wanted to jack your prices up or something. You know,
I mean, I get it. You know, even in Sacramento, they got the prices are through the roof. But if I did go up, it wouldn't be nothing like that. Honestly, I feel
nothing
like
too strenuous.
excuse me.
Nothing too strenuous.
No, absolutely not. You know, I can't say what people should charge and what people should think their time is worth. But
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, eh, I don't know. I feel like honestly, I feel like they're doing too much. But that's just me.
Mm.
So with that being said, you more of a business owner that want the better live, the
Yes,
help people live better as far as
absolutely.
more being more healthier in their daily lives. And so for you to do what you're doing, it's a service and it's a part of your ministry, if that makes
Right.
sense.
No, I get it. Yeah. Yes. That's definitely nail in the coffin.
Right, right, right.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
absolutely. You know, I feel like it's just not that deep. Like as far as like if you buy a pound, I mean, like even when you buy, you know, yours and you try to do it yourself, like I mean, it's, it's you get an abundance of it, you know.
mhm.
So to be
So
able to share it with the world at a reasonable price, I don't see what's the problem with that.
there is none.
Yeah.
People's opinions. Do what you like. It's been working for you.
Yeah, I feel like it worked for Walmart too.
Yes, you can. You can if we were part of your switch, part of your PR team, that would be something that we would write down within the first consultation to know what it is that you're looking for and to get you through those doors. And so it happens all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you figure, okay, to eat healthy doesn't cost me that much.
No.
And people don't realize that when you eat the Cmos, it's almost like it's a diuretic where you
Mhm.
don't become hungry.
Mhm.
So you
Yes.
got that spaced out time. Yeah, I ate it to heal the inside of my body
Mhm.
from the gastric bypass surgery. So I was more hurt on the inside, and the outside surface was horrible.
Yeah.
So my mom was telling me to drink it and eat it, and oh my God, it was disgusting. Not even a regular normal gross, but a real, oh my God, I couldn't even really hold it down. And she just kept saying, "You better not spit it out." You better not spit it out. But I'm grateful that I didn't know this part that they had the drinks on the go because it's easier for me to drink fluids and have vegetables at the same time. Have you thought about have you did a ratio on them? Because most not vitamins, well maybe vitamins too. I mean vegetables too, but in this case, do you think he may be over Little Tony's house over uh, keep going, you guys. Keep going.
What was the question? Would I
I
be able to do a ratio? Oh,
yes.
I did hear you saying something about vegetables. I do have one. You know, kale. It has the vegetables, but for the majority, they're fruit. They're it's a drink. I know I should probably get something in there that's a little more thicker. With on the vegetable side of it, but no, for the most part, they're enjoyable.
So what about Kay? What about um the CMOS popsicle?
So, honestly, in the summertime, I made a couple. The long popsicles, I would put them in the freezer and just give them to my friends, my cousins, my little cousins, and they would have the popsicles, and they honestly don't know the difference. And no, it's. I still have popsicle bags right in the. I do it for the summertime. I do it for the kids in the
Listen,
summertime.
man, listen.
Look,
That popsicle.
Do the
Listen, man, because
I do the popsicle.
I don't know what the weather is like in Sacramento in the summer, but in South Carolina it's like about 107 degrees with
We
no
can get
breeze.
to 107
With no breeze.
There too.
with no breeze.
Yeah, with no breeze.
Lately,
Dry.
I mean, last summer we had a couple hectic days. We had a couple hectic days, but yeah, it get hot. I mean, our hot. It's hot to us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know,
with them popsicles though.
I can dig it. So tell me about how interesting the pop-up shops are that you be a part of. So what's a pop-up shop for like you? You know, cause I know everybody got different products, but here comes the Cmos lady to the pop-up shop. So what is that like you as far as on a consumer ratio, as far as in how a business owner can like yourself can capitalize at a pop-up shop?
So for me, like I said, starting out, it's new. So even if I go to a pop-up shop and there's not many people there, or there's not a lot of people that I think are there. Sometimes I've been in pop-up shops where they don't really know about Cmos. I really like those, even though sometimes they're not as profitable, because I still get to get out and I still get to spread the word. And when they taste it, so I'm still educating and teaching at that time. But other than that, typically I sell out. Typically I sell out. Typically I do pretty good at the pop-ups. People know about Cmos now. They're knowing about it more and more. I think ever since Nipsey Hussle had died, and with the conspiracy around, it had something to do with Dr. Sebi. People started looking more into that, and that's when I noticed like there was a spike in people knowing about Cmos. And it's just now more people know about it. A lot of people are selling it. Like I have so many competitors out here. I'm not bothered by it, only because I feel like, there's more than one soda company. There's, they all eating. So why can't we, it don't bother me at all. So I just keep it pushing. But, no, it's a great market. It's a great market to get into, especially with everything going on right now. It's just, I haven't had it once, thank goodness, but with the pop-ups are good. I post that I'm up there. Sometimes it takes a long time to get the drinks, just because I'm manufacturing everything from start to finish. I'm making sure I'm taking all the organic precautions, just everything. I would treat somebody as if, I make sure I put my everything into the drinks, and it's a wait time. So for me to post that I'm at a pop-up, and you don't have to wait, you can come. So people are coming there buying. Sometimes they come and get 2 cases, and the pop-up be over.
Just that fast. Just
right,
that fast. Just that fast.
Pop-ups are great. I feel like the pop-ups ever since I know they were having them prior to the pandemic, but for some reason I feel like they just escalated through the roof during the pandemic, and I feel like it's really epic because it does give a lot of people who are out of a job or aren't making as much money or just whatever, to be able to expand on their talents, and also to make extra money. And it's giving people the business mindset, opposed to just, working a 9 to 5. And I think that, we as, people, we need that. You know what I mean? So pop-ups are great. I love pop-ups. I'm with it. I don't care who's doing them. I don't care how many people are coming. You win some, you lose some, but I enjoy being at them.
So California is a big state, and it's a lot of ground. It's a lot of ground to cover in Cali, and so with Cali being so big, what other areas have you already been to, or what other areas are you trying to get your drinks in? Like what is the biggest market for you out there in Cali?
So I'm in Northern California. I am trying to currently branch to the Bay Area. I know it's right there, but Sacramento has been showing me so much love. Like I barely could get to the but like Sacramento has showed up and showed out for these drinks. Like I'm just, I'm in awe as how the city really just show love for these drinks. But I wanted to eventually just get to the Bay Area, San Francisco, and even LA. There's a lot of stars out there. Get your drink in the right hand of anybody. They just have it right there, and it's on from there. So I definitely want the LA market, and there's a lot of people in the Bay Area too to kind of get out there. And that was kind of one of my goals this year, was to start getting more pop-ups out there in the Bay Area. But I want it all over. I want it,
But I'm just to say this, and people might not know this, but for me, with these drinks, I'm gonna need you to get them drinks out in Orange County, California.
Orange County, okay. Those drinks. You know somebody in Orange County that want to sell them?
What I'm trying to tell you, that's what the Richie Rich at. The Richie Rich.
The Richie Rich. Okay, the Orange County. Okay, noted.
So
Orange County.
In Orange County, they have a lot of vegan restaurants.
Okay.
And so if you can merge the gap where you can strike a deal with vegan restaurant, it's a wrap. It's over. It's a wrap.
No, that's true. There's actually a vegan pop-up guy who carries them as well. 1837 Vegan. Yeah, they love them at the vegan because they run hand in hand. So absolutely, that's Orange County vegan restaurants. I'm gonna look that up. I'm going to the white page as soon as we get off the yellow page as soon as we get off the.
Yeah. The reason why I know this, my baby sister watch reality TV, and one of them housewives shows out there is in Orange County.
Yeah.
And they feel these stupid stinking rich.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them shows.
Yeah. So, and I'll be looking at some of the restaurants they be eating at, right? And I'll be like, that's a vegan spot? That don't look like no vegan food. But
no, really.
Yeah, for real.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, out Orange County, Beverly Hills, Anaheim,
Yeah. Absolutely. You're right. You are totally right. There is a lot of money out there, a whole lot of money out there that I would love to be able to share a lot of sickness out there too. And a lot of working out, exercise, they care about their health a whole lot out there. Cause the TV, the pop, all that stuff, when you move to LA, sometimes you're struggling actor, you want to act, or you want to sing, you want to get in front of the camera. So, the people are really in tune with their body and their health and all that stuff. It's a fad out there. So I absolutely do need to get into, somewhere like that. So yeah, Orange County. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No doubt.
I think about everything, but I miss so much.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I am really having difficulty. I've tried on 3 different phones.
No.
And it's taking me to somebody with a gorilla on the front of their page. It says transformation something. That's not yours.
A gorilla? No.
I did this I've been doing this whole time, right? Because I'm adamant about being accountable for what I say. So this should have took 3 minutes, and I should have been able to look up and spend.
What does the time.
I sent you the link in my group chat.
Okay.
To the website.
Okay, I can still go here. Yes, because I don't want to push the button and it's saying the transformation gorilla. That's not.
No, I shouldn't have any pop-ups. I pay for protection.
No, I don't think no gorilla gonna be drinking no Cmos.
I just resent it in our group chat.
Okay. Yeah, you sure did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So all I want to say is we're about 30 seconds, then we'll be running out of time. But I just want to say I absolutely had an amazing time.
I did too. I appreciate the invite.
I learned so much. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Ashley. This was dope.
You're welcome. No problem. Everybody needs to know about you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, love. I tell you, it's showing out.
Everybody will know. I think we should do a Cmos challenge. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
I love challenges.
Focusing on the Cmos. I think we should all pick something, focus in on the CMOS, and whoever loses the most weight in 2 weeks, because we can figure we can lose a pound in a week. Whoever can lose the most weight in 2 weeks,
There ain't no time.
third week, we'll personally weigh ourselves and put it in a kitty with all of us, and then whoever loses the most weight can have a seat and host in Pavani J's chair.
Oh, look at you.
My mom said yes.
Pavani said yes. I'm definitely. So all of us can do it. So say you lose a pound and I gain one, then that means Kolah, you'll be sitting in Pavani J's seat, just like what's her name is doing, Wendy Williams. She's sitting in her seat. She's taking over. She's doing a wonderful job. So I'm thinking that's a really good challenge. Just to be healthy, like we'll feel it. And for some reason, when you drink the Cmos or you eat the Cmos, ingesting it alone is just the refreshing thing for me. Just ingesting it alone.
Yeah,
and that's what I mixed that up with saying something else a little bit ago. My brain was going faster than my mouth, so I had to catch myself. So I am saying to you guys, please go to KolahCmos.com, www.KolahCmos.com. Tell them where else they can find you at, Kolah.
So I just want to make sure that you guys know that there's 2 S's. So it's Kolah's, so KolahHSSEAMOSS. I'm on Instagram as KolahCmos.com, and I am on IG as Kolah Cmos, TikTok Kolah Cmos, all across the board. Trademarked as Kolah Cmos. It's just Kolah.
See, I'm going to show you this to be looking. I can't do it right now because I have this screen up, but I definitely want to take a picture of, or I will post the website and it should fall down in the caption. If not, I will post pictures of her website, and you guys go support the team, go blow it up, get her really busy where she needs an intern or maybe even an employee. Let's see what happens.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. It was fun. I mean, you guys made my first podcast seem like nothing.
Thank you. And that's really what I want. Exquisite conversation. Well, I really want an exquisite conversation to be that, an exquisite conversation. Something maybe a little bit more seriouser than winding down. Winding down late night conversation is a typical, place that you can come with your champagne, with your wine, cherries, whatever you have, kick your shoes off, relax in your chair, and let's just talk about the day. Let's talk about how you got where you ended up at and how you did it, and just being relaxed and not so tense, loosen up the tie a little bit. Yeah. So that's what I wanted that to be, because it's a stickler going on interviews sometimes.
Yeah, no, you execute it.
Yeah, so sometimes you go somewhere and you're really tense and you're like, oh my God, and everyone in there is really like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm just like, relax a little bit. We've been doing that all week, so let's chill. I'm really laid back. Nevertheless, I wanted exquisite conversation to be more exquisite on a serious line. Government, politics, DEI, diversity, and just things of that nature. But the energy of the world is doing what it wants to do with it. And people are loving to come here. And I'm welcoming anyone, everyone, all ethnicities to come and tell us what you do and how you do it. And if it's not even that, you want to just come hang out with Pavani J, King Jacob, Ashley Marie, let's just have a good time. Sometimes we just have chats. Let's talk about it. Absolutely. And go where we need to go. If you would like to be invited, the nights that we have those, we'll definitely hit you up and say, hey, you want to come kick it with us tonight? Because we're going to be talking about some real stuff and some grown people stuff we talk about, and just what we do for the night to build those ratings. So you're more than welcome to come back whenever you want to.
Please invite me whenever you guys would like me. I enjoyed it. Absolutely. Thank you again, Ashley.
I was looking down this whole time. I'm definitely thirsty. I look real bad on TV today, but I'm just saying. No, I still can't get in. I've been trying to get in the whole time. Like, I'm really upset about this. Like,
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you when we off the last.
Okay,
You
you
know,
know.
some Kolah Cmos. I'm
So
trying to
how
tell you.
much do you send out on the bulk?
On the
Like
boat.
on a bulk, like on a bulk
Oh, on
order.
the boat.
So
The boat
say
order.
so say I say like 20 bottles. Do you pay for shipping or do we pay for shipping?
No, you guys pay for shipping. I haven't learned how to factor that in yet. So definitely shipping is it's not incorporated. And it's not like it's just you guys charge what USPS charges me. I just charge you guys. It's not like fluffed or anything. So yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so it's just a USPS shipping. Yeah, and I can ship out as many as you want. I actually after I get off with you guys, I'm shipping out over 160 bottles tomorrow.
So are they plastic or are they hard bottles?
They're hard bottles. Oh no, they're not. They're not.
Like glass or
Glass bottles. They're not glass
okay.
bottles. No, they're plastic bottles. But the bottles they're really secure. They're the tampered. I mean, tops like they. And then I put them in with the ice pack, and they've been getting there. Even oh my goodness, my son's godmom, hers came in on the 17th because I always send you guys notification through USPS. So once I come back, I make sure I notify you guys, make sure you guys get text messages on your phone that they're coming. And hers literally sat in the mailbox for about 2 days and they still were fresh. They were good.
Ooh.
Yeah, I use
It's a good
this
thing.
really big ice pack. And it's the pack was still cold. You know, it was still now tomorrow it probably would have been over, but they it definitely was still good. So it's been lasting. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm not gonna stop. Ashley Marie, is there anything else you would like to say?
No, just make sure y'all go to her website and y'all go support it. Period.
Yeah.
Get y'all some Cmos water from Kolah. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna get some sea moss water from Kolah. We're down now. I don't know. I just enjoy the realness. I enjoy this. This is pure familyhood, pure sisterhood, pure friendhood,
Absolutely.
whatever it is, pure relationshiphood. Just feeling the nectar of your energy. It's just real, pure. You don't mean, you're not
Thank
boastful.
you.
You're very humble. Your integrity is intact in line. Like I can see you reaching to the top and not realizing that you're at the top already. I can
Oh my
see
God.
it just because you just seem like, oh, tootie tootie too. It's not a big deal.
No,
And
it's really it's crazy that you say that because I don't really see it. I don't really see because I'm working in. I don't really see the outside looking in, and so I mean, I notice that people want it, and like, but I don't even really know how big it is just because I'm working inside. I'm not doing it for nothing else but to make sure people are okay and cleansing from the inside out.
and that's a blessing.
Yeah.
I wish you and commend you. And
Thank you.
Barbara, I gotta buy some sea moss from somewhere else. If you are watching, not this week, we'll maybe talk next week. There's lots of
Sorry,
customers.
Barbara.
It happens every day. It's called business. That's what it's called, business. Like that's affordable. And it was like you said, your mother had it out for 2 days and it was still good. Do you know how many sea mosses I went through because no one told me like that's not the right whatever,
Right.
because I needed a little more guidance, or I needed to do some other things. You got this thing lit. Like
No,
you
I
got
could
to
only
do it.
imagine. That's
You're
me
like
too. Like even when
bottling
the
it
guy
up.
asked the trial and error, like I didn't set it like I've had to dispose of a lot of sea moss and drinks and just all kind of stuff. Just in the beginning, trial and error. Then I went into my food handlers and stuff like that. So now I'm an expert, but
And
you
that's
just
what
don't
that's
you
what
don't
feels
know about
good.
all the things that come into it, especially when it's working from a hobby standpoint.
Yes, it's definitely a big deal. I do know that. I do know that it's a huge deal. And I also know when you put fruit with it, it tastes. I don't know. Maybe it's because it doesn't have a taste. So
Right.
when you put fruit with it, you get the taste of the nectar of the
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
And is
Yeah.
it the consistency? Is it a little thick like a gel?
No, it's still drink. It's you could definitely tell. It's still drink. It's not. It's not like not like. Sorry, I didn't mean to be licking my lips all on. No, it's a drink. It's a drink. I think some of them are a little bit thicker, but none of them are like gel thick or shake thick.
Mm-hmm.
They're just thick probably because it's real fruit, and then there is the gel in there.
I'm so mad, you guys. We
Is
are
that
one.
gorilla still coming out?
You can't get it. I don't
I got
understand.
you as soon as we get off.
Right, but I'm so puzzled because of what's wrong with me.
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna get your order from Kolah.
Yeah, like I want it tonight because we're looking at.
I got you.
I want it by Thursday. If I gotta pay for shipping and handling, tell me because I really, really want it. I'm out and I need it. I need the Cmos. Like
Oh,
it doesn't make my joints.
let me
My
see.
joints. I have lupus, and my joints don't hurt. Like.
Are you putting the S in? Hello, camera.
Mhm.
I feel like you guys can hear me. So I just put it in there, and it took me to somebody with a gorilla too.
Mm.
But
You put the
it
S
didn't have
after
the
the
S
Kolah
on
and
there.
then another S because there's
Hmm.
4 S's altogether in her website. So it's KOLAH.
Can you hear me? I can't hear.
SEAMOSS.com.
So my website looks like this.
Right.
I don't know why I can't hear you. I've lost connection.
Right. That's how it's supposed to. That's what the website does look like on the iPhone.
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
Can you hear her, Nicole? But it's okay, Nicole. I got you as soon as we get off.
I don't know why I can't hear.
Okay, because I've had my head down quite some time trying to do this. So I'm sorry if she feels disrespected. I don't want anyone to feel like that, but I need to see mom. Like you guys don't understand. I'm really, really, really like I know Jacob knows. I've been talking about Cmos from since you met me, right?
Yes.
It's so like it's for real. And I haven't been able to get none, but like just physically, structurally, I'm able to stay up at night, like just to be on a natural with no medication in your body, off blood pressure medication, off the major lupus medication. Like so being off of maybe 7 to 8 pills to down to one. Like you can't beat that. Like you can't. You can't beat that. My skin looks different. You know what I mean? More fresher, more clear, whatever. I'm just grateful that I had, I'm just grateful that I had enough sense to try it and not, want to give up and be like, oh, that's so nasty. Just swallow it. Just
Did
swallow
she
it.
get did she get off?
She's right there. So we can tell her bye.
Okay. There she is.
Okay, so thank you for coming back. We are
Thank
so
you.
glad that you did not leave us yet, but we are down to the count. We are down to that.
Okay.
I want you guys to listen to her very, very close. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself one more time and tell them what to do and where to get you from.
Okay, once again, I'm Kolah with Kolah Cmos, and you can get my Cmos at www.kolahs, KOLAHSSEAMOSS.com. Instagram, Kolah Cmos, Facebook, Twitter, everything, Kolah Cmos. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
All
Thank you
right.
guys so much. Again, I'm Pavani J, host of Exquisite Conversation, and we have King Jacob and we have Ashley Marie, and we out.
All
Talk to you.
right. Bye, guys.
Good one.